ito namang flexible work arrangement shall likewise be encouraged in the private sector. The Department of Labor and Employment and the Department of Trade and Industry shall issue guidelines to safeguard the welfare of workers. All manufacturing, retail, and service establishments are advised to remain in operation during said period, provided that strict social distancing measures are required to be observed by the respective management. Ibig kong sabihin sa pribado, labas sa gobyerno, ang trabaho tuloy-tuloy, pero ganun rin, reduce, ang skeletal pa medyo lang, yung pinili lang, at yung walang mga sakit, magtatrabaho sila. But ang may-ari ng factory o anong klaseng negosyo mo, warehouse, see to it that they are taken care of by their mga management. Huwag ninyong hayaan ang mga trabahante ninyo. Mass public transports, including the light rail transits, the Metro Rail Transit, and the Philippine National Railways shall continue in operation. Tuloy-tuloy ho ang trabaho ninyo, provided the Department of Transportation shall issue guidelines to ensure social distancing in said public transport. Ibig sabihin, tuloy-tuloy ang trabaho ninyo, pero ang social distancing, yung distansya mo to the other fellow, medyo malayo. Kasi pag nag-ubo siya o umatching, at least ang yung germs niya hanggang doon lang, hindi niya maipasa because there is the distance. Kaya it behooves upon the transportation department to come up with the guidelines based on what the health department orders. Lahat dito po, ang pinaka-importante, pinakatigas, ika nga, ang Department of Health. Kung ano man ang gagawin natin, kung anong iutos nila para sa atin, susundin talaga natin. Hindi ako, kung hindi si Dr. Duque ng DOH. Land, domestic air, and domestic sea travel to and from Metro Manila shall be suspended beginning 15, 2020, March 15, 2020, and to end on April 14, 2020 sa alas 12, subject to the daily review by the Interagency Task Force. So, walang lumipad, ang mga travel is limited, pero itong mga railways sa baba, okay yan. At the same time, observe again social distancing. Pero sa aeroplano po, beginning March 15, 2020, March 13 tayo ngayon? 12. March 15, midnight, from it takes its force and effect. So, tandaan ho ninyo yan. Pero subject again to review day to day. Tingnan namin kung ano ang nangyayari. The Code Alert System of COVID-19 Public Health Event is hereby raised to Code Red Sublevel 2 uh, the Department of Health has to explain to the public itong wherewithals ng Code Red Sublevel 2, I think, which is the highest sa prescribed ng WHO. Medyo nandito na tayo sa maximum. And it is really for the protection of humanity. The recommendations of the Department of Health Technical Advisory Group in imposing stringent social distancing measures in the National Capital Region are adopted for a period of 30 days from the issuance of this resolution, with salient points, yung mga importante, of which are as follows. Yung mga importante na nakalagay doon sa social distancing measures. The suspension of classes in all levels in Metro Manila is hereby extended until April 12, 2020. It's almost about a month. Ngayon, so walang klase, pwede kayong magbakasyon dyan lang sa bahay. Avoid, I'm sure may mga bagay-bagay dyan sa bahay na hindi pa ninyo nakita. If I were a student, estudyante man rin ako noon, I would avoid yung mga bar, ano dyan, mga nightclub, maraming tao, where people congregate, tapos nandyan malapit kayo. Mag-ubo yung isa, mapasa niya. Pag nakuha mo, nag-ubo ka, pasa mo rin doon sa kabila. So try to avoid people, crowds. Yun, for your own protection. Huwag kang, may mga tao kasi, na magsabi, wala yan. Kung patay ka, patay. Tama. Pero kung patay, patay ka rin talaga. Wala rin tayong magawa. Number 1 ito, the suspension of classes in all levels in Metro Manila is hereby extended until 2012-2020, provided that all students shall continue to fulfill their educational requirements during said period. Anong ibig sabihin? Kung wala kang magawa, sabi ng gobyerno, mag-aral ka. Pero ito, hindi ko inaasahan susunod din ninyo. Ang sigurado ako, yung kamay ninyo, nandyan sa cellphone yan, instead of studying. I'm sure of it. But for you guys who really want to improve your lot, you better make use of the time to study. Because, alam mo, mga anak, kayo mga bata, kayo yung mamatay na hindi makalabas ng bahay. Then you make all sorts of excuses. But, there will be truant officers. Alam mo yung truant? Yan it's an American practice. Pag makita ka sa labas, pasakay sa palaboy-laboy ka lang dyan, wala kang ginagawa, sisigaw-sigaw kayo, lalapitan kayo ng pulis pati military, tatanungin kayo, then you have a problem. Pag sinabi mo na wala, nandito lang kami sa labas, and then, maybe, if you are arrogant, nadadalhin ka sa stasyon for record purposes. Mass gatherings defined as a planned or spontaneous event where the number of people attending could strain the planning and response resources of the community hosting the event shall be prohibited during said period. Yung magplano, whether nakaplano kayo na mag-meeting o may rally, either naplano na ninyo, spontaneous na, sige, mag-ano tayo, gawin ito natin. Total, wala na rin tayong gawin. Ganito na ang magsayawan na lang tayo. You know, I do not want anybody interfering in your enjoyment as a citizen of this republic. Ayaw ko na masita kayo ng police pati military. It could be messy. Kasi yung iba sa inyo suplado, and itong mga police pati military, they have their orders to enforce. So that if you are in this category of a grupo kayo tapos magmalapit, yung social distancing is no longer obeyed, and you are violating the rules, and if you insist, it is one of a just mere confrontation to something like disobedience, which is punishable under the revised penal code. Kung makipag-away ka, it becomes baka masuntok mo then it becomes an assault on an agent of a person in authority. In which case, from a simple violation of a rule, it will now ripen into a crime that is punishable by law, and you can go to prison. During a reassessment after the expiration of 7 days from the issuance of this resolution. You know, we will review. I have imposed upon the cabinet members and the entire members of this task force to be present every day. I know that it is hard for them. It is really an imposition. It's quite maybe a burden. But ganon rin ang sinabi ko sa kanila. Nandito tayo sa gobyerno. You choose to be a part of government. And there is a crisis with no solution in sight. Walang solution. Unless there is a vaccine by the grace of God na may makita o maimbento ng ating mga scientists. It could be the Philippines, for all you know. But I'm just telling you what you're supposed to do. Ang isa is the LGU outside of the National Capital Region, yung labas ng Metro Manila, are advised to exercise sound discretion in suspending classes in the respective localities without prejudice to a determination by the national government to suspend classes if the situation so warrants. So, ang LGUs, may kunting leeway, and just a little elbow room para makagalaw kayo to respond to the crisis in the community. But it does not allow you to suspend classes on trivial and for, stupid reasons. It is only done because you have to protect them from the COVID-19. Yan lang talaga. Do not do it just to please everybody. Or sa bagay, I have full faith and confidence in our supervisors, teachers. I'm just saying that please do not do it the way others would want it to happen. Mas maganda yung walang klase, walang ganon. Wag mong gawin yan because in the following statements, the Philippine National Police and the Armed Forces of the Philippines, in coordination with the Interagency Task Force, shall be called upon to ensure effective and orderly implementation of the above measures. Hindi ito martial law. It is not a martial law. It's not even something extraordinary. But what is sought to be solved here is again, walang iba except to fight the virus and to exact compliance. Mas mabuti talaga yung maniwala kayo. Now, ang sunod, a meeting shall be conducted daily by and between the secretaries of the number of agencies of the IATF, that is the Interagency Task Force, sa COVID, including the Cabinet Secretary, Secretaries of National Defense, Environment, and Natural Resources, Trade and Industry, Social Welfare and Development, Education, Agriculture, the Chiefs of Staff of the Armed Forces of the Philippine Navy, Philippine Air Force, and Coast Guard, because in a total breakdown, I would need their help to carry on with the governance. Kailangan ko sila. Not to fight with you guys. Huwag kayong matakot sa sundalo ninyo. Sundalo ninyo yan. Ang armed forces is there to serve you. Sila yung sundalo ninyo. So huwag kayong matakot kung nandyan sila sa utos ng mga civilian authorities. Yung mag-utos sa amin, Department of Health Secretary lang naman eh. So, but when he says to the military and the police, you have to implement this. Obey them because they have the imprimatur of the civilian authorities. Huwag kayong do not try to play with martial law, military. Pero ang sa totoo, ni total breakdown, public disturbance, alang-alang kami ang iharap mo. Wala namang kaming, it's always the military who keep things in the country in order. Sila yan. Titingnan nila na everything is in order every day of their working days. Tingnan nila na ang Pilipinas safe at gumagana ang lahat ng mga tao, pati mga opisina. The balik manggagawa overseas Filipino workers shall be allowed to travel to mainland China except to Hubei province upon execution of a declaration signifying their knowledge and understanding of the risk involved, provided that the health advisory pamphlet shall be handed out to the OFW upon departure. Hindi nga eh. Not only pamphlet, baka hindi mo basahin. You will be gathered in one corner or in one room, one corner, at sabihin sa inyo ang mga, I don't know if it's a Tagalog or Bisaya, mga risgo, the risks that you will be taking when you go back to China. The entry travel restriction shall be imposed upon those traveling from countries with localized COVID-19 transmission, except for Filipino citizens, including their foreign spouse and children, if any, holders of permanent resident visa. Remember, Filipino, walang problema. Holders of permanent resident visa and holders of diplomatic visas issued by the Philippine government. Yung travel dito ang gustong pumunta, hindi tatanggapin, lalo na kung yung bayan nila has ordered a restriction sa travel. Mismo yung bayan nila hindi pumayag na mag-travel sila tapos pupunta sila dito, hindi rin natin sila tanggapin. But ang Pilipino, pati yung pamilya niya, because they are Filipinos and this is their country, they are very much welcome to come back. Lalo na sa panahong ito, if they want a more secure, comfortable place. Now, with regards to itong mga diplomat, hindi naman kailangan papasukin yan sila. Total, kung sabihin lang rin sa kanila, huwag kayong lumabas dyan sa embassy ninyo. Huwag kayo magpasyal-pasyal, dyan lang kayo. Kasi baka kayo pa ang magdala ng sakit ng ulo sa aking bayan. I don't mind Filipinos giving me a headache, but I certainly do not want anybody other than Filipinos to be giving me headaches. So yan ang yun ho ang maibigay ko sa inyo na payo. You might, sometimes it's a convoluted thing to listen, pabalik-balik. Ang simple lang yan. The purpose to protect and defend you. From what? From COVID-19. Then what is the purpose of government? The purpose of government is see to it that things are in order. To do that, if things deteriorate, I said, the military and the police will maintain order. Kaya nga tawag niyan, peace and order. There has to be a peace, and that peace, nakalagay na, orderly. There must be order in the country, and that is all. The purpose is to, I said, guard your well, sumunod lang tayo, lahat ng bayan ng buong mundo nauna pa sa atin. Tayo tinitignan lang kasi mabilis sa kanila. In Italy, it's 1,000 a day sila ang pasa ng contagion. Dito sa atin, medyo maliit pa. Pero numbers in a crisis can be, cruel. But overnight, makita mo, meron ng talagang mabilis na. So what we are trying to control is people with COVID, na tapos yung ilayo natin yung healthy ones, sila yung i-target natin, not for anything, but for their own good. They will be asked to maybe go to the hospital and seek treatment. Yung mga test ng test diyan sa para sa kung may infection ka o hindi. Libre yan. Libre, no? Libre, walang bayad. Wag naman kung healthy ka, no need. But if you are experiencing ubo, itong ano na ubo, tapos pag ubo mo, masakit yung likod mo, the lungs, ang lungs mo ang titirahin dyan. And if it's too late, hindi na kaya ng antibiotics yan. It starts with a virus. The virus weakens your body. And it weakens your body, lahat na papasok, then it will kill you. Putang ina itong virus na ito, walang ginawa, ganun. Papasok sa katawan mo yan, just like AIDS, makes you weak, then it allows other germs to come into your body and you get sick. Usually pneumonia yan. And it's virulent, so seek treatment as soon as possible. But we are here to serve you, and every day we are meeting and in contact with the rest of the country. Meron tayong struktura. The structure really, people are asking, what is your preparation? Where's the structure? My God, yung structure natin is itong health. Meron yan silang regional all over. Then meron yung city health, provincial health. But yung national, yun yung mga regional health centers. They are already well equipped and nag-aral na yan kung ano ang gawin nila. There is the structure. So, sumunod lang tayo at hiningi ko sa inyo, kunting pasensya lang. It's for your own good. Para sa akin, kung ayaw mo na, baka ako ang mamatay, hindi ka maawa sa akin dahil sa kalokohan mo, ayaw mong sumunod. So, let's help each other at this time of our life because everything is placed in jeopardy. Delikado talaga. Totoo ito.